As Canada's leading national animal law organization, Animal Justice urges this committee to support Bill S-15. As you've heard, great apes and elephants are incredibly intelligent, social animals with complex physical, psychological, and behavioral needs. They suffer when held in captive facilities that cannot meet their fundamental needs and should not be kept in captivity merely for human entertainment. There are few rules or regulations restricting the keeping of wild animals in captivity in Canada. A grossly inadequate, legally inconsistent patchwork of federal and provincial measures, coupled with weak standards and partial oversight by some facilities, by industry associations, has resulted in the proliferation of substandard zoos and private ownership of wild animals. The situation threatens animal welfare, public health and safety, and conservation of wild animals. With Bill S-15, Canada has an opportunity to begin to address this problem and to become a global leader by establishing effective science-based animal protection legislation. I'll focus our remarks today on 5 key amendments that we believe are vital for Bill S-15 to be truly effective. These amendments are straightforward and science-based and would make meaningful improvements for animals. First, we ask you to include big cats, such as tigers and lions, in Bill S-15. Animal Justice has joined with leading national animal protection groups and 4 Canadian zoos to collectively urge you to add big cats to this bill. This could be accomplished by adding a separate Tiger King clause to the bill, or by simply adding the words big cats throughout the existing bill where elephants and great apes are referenced. Though the popular documentary Tiger King was filmed in the United States, make no mistake about it, Canada has its own Tiger King problem. It's estimated that hundreds or even thousands of big cats and their hybrids are kept as pets or for entertainment purposes in Canada. Just last summer, Animal Justice visited zoos across Ontario, both large and small, and gathered absolutely heartbreaking footage showing lions, tigers, cheetahs, and other big cats languishing in substandard facilities, with many exhibiting clear stereotypic behavior such as repetitive pacing. We also documented dangerous conditions at several facilities, including lions in small cages with low fencing and no top on their cage to prevent an escape. While many of these facilities were smaller, roadside zoos, it's worth noting that several were CAZA accredited. Animal Justice also conducted an undercover expose of Papanac Zoo near Ottawa in 2016, which showed staff bragging about punching a lion cub in the face, among other incredibly troubling conditions at that facility. Big cats should be added to the framework set out in Bill S-15 by which captive animal permits would be issued only where it is in the best interest of the animal or where they're held as part of a bona fide research or conservation program that benefits wild populations. The second key amendment that we ask you to consider is to include a mechanism, often called a NOAA clause, whereby protections can be extended to additional species of animals in the future where scientific evidence shows that such protections are warranted. It would avoid the necessity of another protracted process of introducing and passing another bill to amend the Criminal Code and WPREDA. Again, Canada's leading animal protection groups and zoos are all in agreement that adding a NOAA clause is a key way to strengthen the bill. The third amendment that I ask you to consider is tightening the language in the bill around permits issued for scientific research and conservation. I worked extensively on the implementation of Bill S-203, which banned the captivity of whale and dolphins in Canada. And as that process has shown, and as this committee has likely observed, facilities keeping animals commonly claim that they are conducting highly valuable research, even when the research is not meaningfully benefiting wild populations. Bill S-15 must be clear that permits will be issued only for scientifically justified research that supports the conservation of wild populations. Again, Canada's leading zoos are in agreement that this amendment is necessary. Fourth, we ask that elephant captivity be phased out in Canada. While there may be programs involving great apes at some facilities that are meaningfully benefiting wild populations, elephants held at Canadian zoos are a very different story. They are never released into the wild or otherwise held for the genuine benefit of wild populations. Prevailing scientific opinion is that elephants cannot be humanely kept in confinement, and there is a global trend away from keeping elephants in zoos. Finally, we ask you to add clarifying language to ensure that the bill's prohibition on using elephants, great apes, and hopefully big cats in performances for entertainment also includes a prohibition on elephant rides and the use of animals like tiger cubs as selfie props. Activities such as these put vulnerable animals at risk and send a dangerous message to children and others that exploiting animals for entertainment is acceptable. Elephants, great apes, and big cats deserve our respect and compassion. Thank you for your attention to this crucial bill, and I look forward to answering your questions.